what's up, everybody? So I'm here at the local Cars and Coffee, and I'm here with Bruce. And this is actually a special day here because we actually got two of the same cars with pretty much the same mods, same color, same year, same everything, lined up side by side. Here, let me show you guys. Boom. So yeah, 95 Lexus sc300s.
Both of them with manuals.
Both of them manual.
Yep.
And both of them NAT. Let's take a look at Bruce's car here. So Bruce, what was done to this car again? Give me like a quick rundown.
Yeah,
right?
sure. We pulled the engine out, took it all the way down to a bare block, rebuilt it, ARP studs, the whole 9 yards, all new bearings, everything. Just rebuilt the engine, and then we did the NADT. We pulled an ECU out of a '95 Supra, twin turbo Supra. Rewired the wiring harness, repinned it, did the whole thing straight out of Club Lexus.
Okay.
Ali, of course, if you're a Club Lexus person, you'll know Ali. So he really has some great write-ups on how to do that. The turbos, CX Racing turbo. So I mean that's the bare bones. Of course, I've done a lot of other stuff to it. Replace the steering wheel. It's got LS400 brakes on the front. It's got Toyota Supra brakes on the rear.
That's awesome.
Coilovers are next.
Coilovers are next.
Yeah.
So it's on stock suspension right now?
It is. Okay.
Still looks really good. This is actually a lot cleaner than mine. The paint looks to be in phenomenal shape. It's just, this is the original paint, right?
It is the original color. Some of it has been painted. The front quarter panel, when I bought it, passenger side was, it had been in a small rack. So I replaced that quarter panel, and so I had to have that painted. When they painted that quarter panel, I had them touch up some other areas, but the whole car hasn't been painted.
Okay.
Just pieces of it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it looks really good. I mean, like I said, this is like a million times better than how mine's look. So we got CX Racing Turbo Kit, and you didn't put it on the dyno, right?
It has not been on the dyno, not yet. I want to make sure the intercooler is leak proof.
Okay.
I don't have any leaks in the intercooler. Make sure my blow off valve's not leaking. Get the manual boost controller dialed in a little bit.
Okay.
And then we'll start talking about getting it to a tuner and seeing if they can, do a dyno run on it.
Okay.
I'm hoping maybe you can help me find one.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I know a few.
Good.
I know a few.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. This thing is really awesome, man. So I thought this would be pretty cool because same color, same year, basically same mods.
They're twins.
Yep. He went with the CX Racing Turbo Kit. I got the Boost Logic Turbo Kit, but I was gonna go with CX Racing. It's just I found that kit as a steal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna link his build thread in the description below. So if you guys are wanting to follow like a detailed build, he's got a really nice write-up on there, and he actually shows you stuff like this. This is his coolant reservoir. He's got a nice little custom bracket that he made himself, and this looks so much better than how I ran mine. Here's how mine's look. It's kind of there. I mean, it works, but that obviously looks a lot better. All right, man. So now we got Mac in the house here.
Yes, sir.
And he's gonna go ahead and give us a quick rundown of his sc300.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, man. So talk to me, man. What do you got done to this thing?
So right now it's just the stock block with like low mileage. I think it had like 113,000 miles on the block. It's a junkyard head with ARP head studs. I got a 1.8 millimeter Tome head gasket. I didn't run the 1.6 millimeter on the Toyota one. I just did the Tome because I had it. And it's a built head. All the head work was done by Mott up in he's in Fredericks. Yeah. I got a full cord on the head, fully hot tank. 272 cams, but yeah, front facing intake manifold, deep motor. It's an OCD work, 67 millimeter turbo with a T51R mod, so it should be seen right. And I think the injectors are 1050 cc's, and that's about it. It's on a street tune. It's a blended fuel. I think I'm on running E40 right now, just because I'm just trying to iron out the small issues since the rebuild. Because at first it was a VVTi block with GT pistons and rods, but I blew that because the timing in there was too high. So
it's the second motor.
Yeah, this is the second motor.
Okay.
So it's a new block, new head. rebuild it in the garage in a townhouse. So,
And just to be clear, this is NAT.
yeah, NAT.
It looks like it's a GTE.
Yeah, but
This is a GE with got a VVTi head on it.
yeah, VVTi head with 272 cams in there too also.
What standalone are you using?
It's an ECU Monster Classic.
ECU
So
Monster
I still got the stock ECU is still in there. That's running all the accessories, but all the engine is managed by the ECU Monster Classic.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
All right, and then for drivetrain, what are you running?
Or the drivetrain, it's a one-piece drive shaft to a CD09 with the full Collins shifter. I think it might be due for a clutch job soon.
Okay.
So,
all right.
And the rear end is the LS430 rear end. I like the gearing with LS430. I was thinking about doing the LS400, the 3.26, but
Yeah.
the rev limit right now is set to I set it at 7,000. I'm just trying to be safe because I'm still running the stock the crank.
Okay.
Yeah, the crank pulley is still a stock one, but I'm upgraded soon and then raise the rev limit to like 75 since I got the cams. Oh, I got the spring stool, BC springs, stock valves, and I think it's the BC. One of those oil seals. I don't remember which one, but yeah.
All right. That's pretty dope, man. This thing is a nice little setup he's got going on here. I like it because it looks very clean.
Yep.
And you can't even really tell it's NAT. Like it's a GE build. It looks like it's a G. It looks like the same thing that I have in my other sc300. So this gives me a lot of good ideas for what I may end up doing to this one. So yeah, I'm gonna put his Instagram in the description, so you guys, if you want to follow his build and see what he's doing, you can follow him on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, getting it done.
Any questions or whatever, feel free, because like I said, like at first I did all this. This was my first time pulling an engine, my first time having everything down to the block. I literally touched every bolt on here. So I mean, I've learned we've been a few guys that asked a bunch of questions that helped me out on the groups a lot. So it was my first time doing a lot of stuff, so I definitely learned a lot, and I think maybe next time I do it, I should be able to do it with my eyes closed. So.
Talk to me about suspension setup and wheels. What do we have here?
So the suspension setup is BC coiler. It'd be the regular BC BRs all around. I upgraded to the LS400s in the front, and this is the 350Z stocks, but it's 8.5 all around with 20mm spacers in the front and 25 in the rear.
Okay.
Just for right now until I sort everything, little issues out, get it fully tuned. I have my other wheels and everything, but I'm just rocking this for right now.
That's
just
what's up.
time being.
That's what's up, man. Awesome build, man. Awesome build. Okay, so what you guys just saw there was two different NAT setups from two different people here locally in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. That was filmed at a Cars and Coffee here, right by my house. And as you can see, those are two very different setups. Bruce's red Lexus sc300, I would consider that more of a sleeper setup. He still has the stock exhaust. His goal was to keep everything quiet. He's even got the blow-off valve recirculating back into the intake, so he just wants everything to be quiet. And he's got a very nice setup. I'm gonna again include his build in the description below. Mac's setup is the exact opposite. He's like, I want all the smoke, basically. He's going for as much power as he can get. And I think he's running maybe around 20 PSI. I can't remember exactly what he said. CD009. He's got all the supporting mods to do that. And his setup, I mean, he's even got the forward-facing intake manifold in the engine bay, which after seeing it, I'm kind of thinking about doing it now to my sc300. So here's my 1995 red Lexus sc300. And as I've mentioned many times on this channel, this is my NAT setup. This turbo kit is a Boost Logic turbo kit that I found on eBay, so I call it an eBay turbo kit, even though that's very misleading. And it came with everything I needed to basically bolt this thing in. This is a 100% bolt-in turbo kit. The power was, on the dyno we made 340, and that's about 10 PSI. And yeah, so as far as the fuel setup, I have Fuel Injector Clinic 650cc injectors. I know that's on the small side. The fuel rail is the radium fuel rail, and that's my fuel pressure regulator. Still have the stock distributor, stock intake manifold, going over the valve covers. There's my intake air temperature sensor, my blow-off valve. This is a Blitz blow-off valve. That didn't come with the kit. And yeah, for standalone, I am using an AEM V2 plug and play standalone, and it's been working great so far. There's the intercooler right down here. Precision intercooler. And then let me show you guys the wastegate and exhaust setup. So one of the things I like about this wastegate here, probably not going to be able to see it because of the poor lighting, but the dump tube goes straight down in between the control arms. So that's kind of like a really nice location. And I don't have anything recirculating, so mine is going to be a little bit louder than what Bruce has, but just another different way to do it. Another different way to do it. Let me take you to the back of the car here so you can see my full 3-inch exhaust. There it is. This is a Blitzner spec exhaust and it sounds pretty good. I'll give you guys a quick cold start here in a second. Wheels and suspension setup, I'm running Tane coilovers. Wheels are Advan Racing V2s. I know people either love them or hate them. I love them, so yeah. So as you can hear, that's what it sounds like. I need to play around with the settings still, work all the final little touches on the two-step and everything, but baby steps. We'll get there. Anyways, if you guys have any questions about anything that you just saw, leave a comment in the comment section. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. This is Ed signing off. Until next time, peace.